Hey guys, it's Dave, and I just wanted to bring to you real quick a channel update. I wanted to thank everybody that has subscribed and participated in comments and in our giveaways and our contests and have liked our stuff and shared it and everything. I really want to tell you that we appreciate all of your support. We're just looking to grow more and more, and hopefully you all will stick around for the ride. One thing I'm proud about with our Everyday Geek channel, with the channel that I've created here, is that one, I'm not tied into just being a Funko Pop channel or just being a subscription box channel or just being a WWE review channel. I feel with the Everyday Geek moniker, I've never tied myself down, and if you look back at the beginning of our channel back in last April, we've never just strictly done one thing. We're all over the place. So this is a place where you can go to see everything geeky. You can see Funko Pop unboxings. You could see sub boxes, subscription boxes. You could see WWE reviews. You could see some stuff on sports, whether it be baseball, hockey, football, basketball, whatever. You could see movie reviews, TV show reviews. You could see us trying different types of snacks and foods and drinks and stuff like that. It's an array. We do short films, a little bit of gaming. Hopefully that will pick up eventually. I love that our channel is a broad geeky universe of an everyday geek, not just locked into certain thing, and I hope you guys appreciate that. And I don't think I've really been slammed for not doing certain stuff. You might even see a lot of rants that I do. I try to keep my channel as family oriented as I can. Sometimes I bleep out curses if I have my kids with me. As you'll see in like my rant video I did, there was some cursing in there, but I try to make it pretty evident that there's going to be some parental guidance with my thumbnails. I'll put in, parental advisory required, mature audiences. I do stuff like that to kind of just give the heads up that maybe you might not want to watch this if you have young kids. But I'm going to start trying to gear away from that on the channel itself. Because the channel, I have noticed that my kids do watch. I see them watching on their tablets and YouTube on the cell phone. Sometimes I'll hear like the music going, I'll hear us talking. And I don't want them to hit clips of me just going off and cursing. So I'm going to try to curtail that on the channel, try to keep that a little bit off of the family-friendly or, more of a young adult type of themed channel we have here on Everyday Geek. But I did want to mention about my podcast. The podcast, if you remember, I did a podcast months ago called Everyday Rants. And that, again, was a kind of a PG-13 kind of podcast. I haven't done one since March. Just got really behind, but that will be picking up this September. It will not be on the Everyday Geek channel because the new podcast and what it's going to have involved, I cannot let my kids listen to. So the Everyday Rants podcast will pick up again. We're going to be, right now, we're on Soundcloud. It is free. The link will be in the description. Go over, follow us on SoundCloud, the Everyday Rants podcast. It's going to be a no-holds-barred, uncensored, unapologetic, offensive. It's going to be a lot of like the real me that I don't put on the channel because one, my kids watch it. Two, I have a lot of young YouTube viewers. There's certain stuff that I do when I'm with my kids, and then there's a certain way I act when I'm not with my kids, when I'm just with my buddies or just by myself or with my family or whatever when there's no kids around. That's what the podcast is going to be about. I've mentioned a lot in the past that I'm a huge Howard Stern fan. It's going to be kind of a Howard Stern-esque, old school podcast. I have plans on having a lot of YouTubers on it already. I have agreed to be on it. Don't know when yet. Hopefully in the first month. But I have my boy Matt from the Word of Yaga. Go check him out. He's going to be a guest. My buddy John over at New York Nerd. And then, of course, everybody's favorite Jason and Tracy over at Tracy's Basement are going to be calling in. All of them are going to be calling in, or John, because he lives in Staten Island. He might be in-house guest. So the podcast is going to be back, raring to go. If you get easily offended, if you don't like certain talk and stuff, please don't follow us because you're not going to like it. And I don't want to turn you off to what the channel is. If you can't separate the channel from the podcast, then I'd rather you just stick with the channel. Don't worry about the podcast. But if you're cool, you can listen to people just being real and being honest and not being the howdy-doody person I am in front of the camera when I'm with my kids, or a channel that I do with my kids, then come on, join us over at the Everyday Rants podcast on SoundCloud. The link will be below. It's going to be very different from what you see on the YouTube channel. But I hope you guys will join. Come join us with the journey. It's going to be fun. We're going to be taking, it's going to grow. It's going to be great. We're going to be doing 2 a week. This is what I'm looking for. 2 episodes a week. Hopefully you will enjoy it. Come over, follow us. Again, it's Everyday Rants. It's a podcast. It's going to be uncensored, unapologetic, offensive. It's just going to be all out anarchy. Conversations are going to be real and deep and honest. And I just don't want to turn off my YouTube fan base. But I would love for you to come over and try out the podcast and just see if it's something you like. Again, it's free. You could download the podcast once they go up. You'll get notifications. If you follow us, you'll get emails and notifications of when our podcasts go live. So let us know. This is really a channel kind of update, really a podcast update. The channel is going to keep doing what it's doing. Stay tuned. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything that you want to see more of on the channel, if there's anything you want to see less of. Let me know what you're thinking. I'll take everybody's opinions and comments under consideration. Kind of been gearing it towards the ways I want to go anyway. I've never really strapped myself into a certain particular lane where like it's only Funko Pops or it's only sub boxes or it's only WWE. I'm all over the place, and that's what I like about it. I am the potpourri of nerd channels, I think. We do everything. And it ain't gonna stop. Let me know what you thought. Remember, hit up the red subscribe button on the YouTube channel. That gives you all our video notifications when the videos go up, and it helps us grow, and we greatly appreciate it. Remember to find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well at Everyday Geek TV. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all the support. I really do. I love interacting with all of you. As you can tell, I'm one of those YouTubers that I will comment to everybody. I do not comment to haters anymore. I was getting into that little weird thing of like fighting back with them, but I just don't care anymore. Once I start reading a comment and I see it's hate, I just pass. I don't even read it anymore. I don't give a shit. I just pass it. I don't care anymore. But I do interact with all of my fans, my fellow YouTubers, everything. Always will, because I appreciate you guys just taking the time to watch my videos, and I appreciate you taking the time to even comment on them, and I will always give you back that respect by commenting back to you, because I feel like that's what you deserve. That's what I feel like fellow people like myself that comment on other people's stuff that don't hear back. It's just the right thing to do. We all get notifications of our comments. It's easy to respond to people. It takes a total of maybe, now mine pick up a little bit more, but it takes me maybe 10 minutes to comment to everybody. No one's asking for a full paragraph back, but to say, hey, thanks, I appreciate you watching my stuff. I think that's great. I'm glad that I can do that for you guys, and I hope you guys appreciate that and understand the difference that makes between myself and a lot of other YouTubers out there. But anyway, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Adios.